Hello, everybody. We have a packed day today. We are going to go through and do our warm up. We're going to do vocabulary. We've got a very small piece of text, but think rich with that text, and then an assignment for comparing techniques. So we are going to go through about half of this together and then half of it on your own. Your warm-up is dealing with your concept vocabulary, and it ties into our vocabulary today. I have your 6 concept vocabulary words up on the screen from Flowers for Algernon, the short story. They are subconscious, they are despised, introspective, suspicion, deterioration, and regression. What do those 6 concept vocabulary words do for the reader when it comes to describing or understanding Charlie's experiments? So how do those words help us as the reader better understand what Charlie is going through? Remember, date your warm-up in your OneNote binder, 12:15, and then pause the video here and answer. So for our vocabulary, we are going to be looking at one of our concept vocabulary words, and that is subconscious. And I have a short video. You don't have to write anything. I just want you to watch about how our subconscious works, because as we had mentioned yesterday and previously, that prefix sub means under or beneath. And we know that subconscious is what's happening. It's our kind of thought process that's happening without us even realizing it. It's that underlying or thought process that happens beneath, our regular conscious mind. So this is just 6 interesting facts about what your subconscious does. Remember, you do not have to write anything. I just want you to keep in mind some of those interesting things that it does.
Hey Psych2Goers, thank you so much for all your love and support. Psych2Go aims to help everyone learn more about psychology in a fun and digestible way. Let's begin. Did you know your subconscious mind is thousands of times stronger than your conscious mind? The subconscious mind handles over 95% of your brain's activity. Nearly everything you do is controlled, organized, or influenced by your subconscious mind. But how powerful is your subconscious? Researchers are only beginning to unlock the secrets of the subconscious. In this video, we're going to reveal 6 of the most mysterious facts about your subconscious mind. 1. It controls your behavior. Your subconscious controls all kinds of involuntary functions. From breathing, to heart rate, to digestion, your body would spiral out of control without your subconscious mind. Most people think the subconscious mind stops there. It seems like everything above the surface is controlled by your conscious brain. But subconscious plays a much larger role than you think. Try to remember the last time you got scared. Did you scream? Did you jump or run away? In those moments, the subconscious mind takes over movement, emotion, and speech. When a scary figure pops up out of the shadows, you don't stop to think. Your body reacts almost instantly. Why? Because your subconscious has taken control, and it stays in control until the danger passes. 2. It attacks your body. The conscious and subconscious parts of your brain communicate regularly, but sometimes your conscious mind stops listening. When that happens, your subconscious will do anything to be heard. Let's say deep down you're feeling tense and anxious. If your conscious mind is ignoring those negative feelings, your subconscious may communicate stress by attacking your body. According to a 2008 study by Sally, your subconscious can create any number of physical symptoms, including rashes, headaches, and stomach pains. Remember that your subconscious creates over 95% of your brain activity. So, if your subconscious wants to be heard, it will find a way. 3. It senses the unseen. Perception is one of your conscious mind's biggest responsibilities. It senses and processes the world around you. That way, you can navigate and understand your environment. But what about your subconscious mind? A 2015 study by Watanabe and Haruno discovered something strange. Turns out, your subconscious mind plays a crucial role in both perception and processing. Conscious perception is slow and complex. Your conscious brain uses a narrow scope of attention to gather information from your environment. But your conscious brain misses a lot of important details. That's where the subconscious comes into play. Your subconscious quickly processes all the details your conscious missed. It's not always right. It's not always detailed. But your subconscious captures millions of stimuli you never would have noticed otherwise. 4. It's not entirely subconscious. Many people get confused by the term subconscious. According to a 2008 study by Barge and Marcella, the term has become synonymous with hidden or unintentional. But your subconscious isn't always hiding below the surface. Sometimes your subconscious influences and controls your conscious mind. Priming is a great example. Priming someone means using one stimulus to influence their response to another stimulus. Say, for example, you showed someone a sad picture before showing them a happy picture. The initial negative stimuli may affect the way your conscious mind reacts to the second positive stimulus. Countless studies, like a 2006 study by Stajkovic, Locke, and Blair, have shown just how powerful priming can be. By activating the subconscious mind, one stimulus or experience can change your opinions, emotions, and conscious decisions. 5. It hates abstract ideas. Your conscious brain loves to think in abstract terms. It relishes any opportunity to form new opinions or tackle hypothetical problems. But your subconscious is exactly the opposite. It hates abstract thinking. Many experts compare the subconscious mind to a computer because it doesn't understand anything abstract. It struggles with hypothetical questions. It can't speculate or form opinions. Even simple metaphors confuse your subconscious mind. If you want your subconscious to understand something, make it simple and concrete. 6. It doesn't understand time. Can you remember what you had for breakfast yesterday? Your conscious can. It's easy for your conscious mind to piece together recent memories. But your subconscious struggles with time altogether. Your conscious mind can think backwards and forwards, but your subconscious doesn't understand the past or the future. Has anyone ever told you to live in the moment? Well, your subconscious mind does exactly that. Has your subconscious ever changed your behavior? Have you experienced these subconscious mysteries?
All right, so based on that video, our subconscious is responsible for several different things, but they are things that happen without us even realizing that they are. Our subconscious is responsible for our reactions, like that fight or flight reaction when we're scared. It's responsible for our emotions, so on and so forth. So what's happening underneath, our regular realm of thinking is really powerful. So I wanted to show you guys that and just give you some more information about, what we mean by underneath your regular thinking. So we're going to go ahead and move into Schoology. Under today's assignments, you will see that we're comparing and contrasting the structure of our short story Flowers for Algernon and then the play version Flowers for Algernon. And we're analyzing the differences and what they contribute to each particular story's meaning. So we're going to compare and contrast the different elements used in each structure, such as point of view, characterization, and conflict. And then again, the effect that they have on the meaning of the text. So there's a document here that says comparing techniques. And what I'd like for you to do is open it up. Remember, you have a My Document option. And then under My Document, it says Edit. So you're going to go ahead and click into there. So again, we're comparing and contrasting the structure of that short story and then again the play version of Flowers for Algernon. And I'll show you where the play is in a moment. But since we have the short story on our mind, I want us to fill out at least the short story portion. So when it comes to the short story that we finished up reading on Friday, Charlie is the one who is narrating the story. And as we had said yesterday, it's first person naive point of view. So Charlie is telling us the story through first person naive point of view. And that is from our study yesterday when you guys were going through and analyzing the use of point of view to develop the theme of the text. So when you guys read the script, I want you to think about who's telling the story and what type of point of view it is. When it comes to characterization, characterization is how an author reveals aspects of character. So how do we find out what characters are like in Flowers for Algernon? Well, since Charlie is the one who's providing us with the information, Charlie describes himself and the characters around him. Now, because he is changing, the descriptions change throughout the text as his intelligence increases and decreases. And then if we think back to that short story, there is definitely a problem, okay? And the writer depicts the problem that Charlie faces through Charlie. So Charlie describes all of his problems throughout the text. We get that information from Charlie directly, okay? So make sure you have this copied on the left side of your chart. You are going to go through and answer the same questions about the script, and I'll show you where that is in a moment. And then you're going to pick one of these two questions down here to answer. So your text is actually in your OneNote binder. When you log into your OneNote binder, it's going to be in the reading section. And I'll show you where that is. So once you're in, again, it's under the reading section. And you're going to find where it says flowers and play. And I'd like for you guys to fill out the concept vocabulary and then do a think rich close read for Flowers for Algernon. Now this text is very small, and what it is a dramatic expansion of one of the progress reports found in the short story. So in this particular piece, they kind of sprinkle in some extra facts and they create some things that might not necessarily have happened in our short story for, again, that dramatic effect. And after you guys go through and read your second time, I want you to make sure that you fill out this chart asking yourself the same question. And then again, one of these questions down here you're going to answer. When you're finished, you exit out and you click submit, and it'll be over here. Okay, so I can't wait to see what you have in completed. Remember, please submit it. And tomorrow is an asynchronous day, so we will not have Zoom, but there will be a video that you need to watch, and there will be work that you have to complete. All right, I'll see you on Thursday.